Right, so we're going live now. Okay.
Okay, जी.
टोटल कितना होटल्स हैं आपके मोहित?
80 सर.
80 ओके. पैन इंडिया?
हाँ जी.
पैन इंडिया एंड इंटरनेशनल जनाब.
इंटरनेशनल में कहाँ है आपके?
नेपाल में है. वी हैव गॉट इन सीशेल्स.
Seychelles and
So 80 is inclusive of Nepal and Seychelles.
हाँ जी.
Yeah.
Good.
Hello everyone.
All
Good
a
to
category
see,
of 3 and 4 star.
3, 4 and 5.
4 and 5. Okay,
Sorry,
good.
Hello everyone. Good to see numbers are increasing. On behalf of AD2I, my name is Chetan Gupta, and I welcome you all on this today's webinar, AD2I Connect webinar series on fun hotels and resorts. We'll wait for another 5 minutes, then we'll start the webinar because we're expecting many members to join in. But thank you all of you who have joined till now. So we'll wait for another 2-3 minutes, and we'll start.
Yeah.
Friends, we have reached a number at around 180 who have already joined in. Let's wait for another 2 minutes, then we'll start. Let the number cross by 200. We have already got registrations for around 450 participants, which is a good number. And we are looking at around somewhere above 350 participants to join in today. So yeah, people are joining in. Another 2 minutes, then we'll start.
Sure.
Oh, nothing, Chetan. Let us start.
बस करते सर. Already 198 हो गए हैं तो.
डबल सेंचुरी चाहिए.
डबल सेंचुरी हो सर. डबल सेंचुरी सर हो गई. आई एम वेरी happy to announce कि हमारे डबल सेंचुरी से ऊपर हो गए हैं. So we got 205 members now. So let us start the webinar. Once again, to introduce all our participants today here, my name is Chetan Gupta. I am General Secretary of the association ADTOI. This is Association of Domestic Tour Operators of India. We are a pan-India level association with the presence of members all over India. We have got 11 chapters starting from Jammu Kashmir till Kerala. To precise, Jammu Kashmir, then we have PHCs, Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh. Our base is in Delhi, where the executive committee and the council sits. Then we have Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and we have Chhattisgarh,
Punjab, Haryana, Northeast.
no, Northeast, West Bengal. So majorly we have covered the entire India. We have chapters all over, and I'm very happy to announce we have got around 900 members in all India basis. So it's a good association, big association working exclusively for the domestic tourism in India. I thanks Mohit to approach us and to do this webinar today. He wants to showcase their product of hotels to all our members and the people who are not our members. I can see a lot of new names who are not our members as on time. I welcome you all to become the member of AD2I. And to brief a little, Fun Hotel has 80 hotels pan-India basis. Of course, Mohit is there. Welcome, Mohit, and he will introduce you to his entire team. But before that, I would like to introduce Mr. P.P. Khanna. Mr. Khanna is the president of the association AD2I, and I would like Mr. Khanna to share his views. Then Mohit will introduce Kevin and Nosiji, and we can take the things forward. Mr. Khanna.
Yeah, good afternoon, all the participants, and good afternoon, a wonderful team of Fun Hotels. Duly joined today with AD2I, this webinar to showcase the Fun Hotels. Not only pan-India, I thought it's a pan-India, but they have hotels in Nepal as well as in Seychelles also, which I just got this information. Nice to hear that, and we really expect that you should spread your wings to not only to the SAARC countries, to other countries also. That's our wish. And under the leadership of Mr. Rashir and Mohit and Kevin, I think they are the best people I have seen them in the marketing and the sales, and it's very sincere about their work also. And whenever we have any requirement about the Fun Hotels, whether it's FIT or the group, they have been very, very instrumental to do their job in a very sincere manner. That's the best thing I have seen in the Fun Hotels. So thanks to all of you. And on behalf of the editor, I really welcome all you, not only the participants, even the wonderful team of Fun Hotels. And I think we should start the presentation. And there's a time back actually because of one hour to do that. After that, we will take the question and answers. If any participants have any questions to ask the team, they'll be able to answer your questions. Thank you very much.
Right, sir. So moving forward, sir, before I hand over to Mr. Mohit and to introduce his team, you all must have seen the question answer tab at the bottom of your screen. So you can type your questions there, and you can also see a tab by the name of chat downstairs. You can chat with the panelists, or if you want to send your comments, you can do it here. General procedure to hold a webinar is the presentation for around 30-35 minutes. Then we'll take the question answer round, and the question relates to Mohit or to Kevin or to Nosar Sahab. So whosoever the question might be, and we can ask the panelists to answer the questions. Over to you, Mohit. Kindly introduce yourself and the team so that we can take the things forward.
Yeah, so thank you very much. This is Mohit Sharad. I handle the northern and the eastern region for Fun Group of Hotels. We have with us today Mr. Naushir Marfatia, who is Senior Vice President, Sales and Marketing, and Mr. Kevin Martis, who heads the Western and the Gujarat region for us. So without wasting much time, we will just start with our presentation. I hope you are able to see the screen.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So to begin with, I would like to thank AD2I for providing us this platform, enabling us to update all members on Fun Hotels and Resorts. Our relationship have grown up with AD2I in due course of time, especially post the convention fam trip organized by AD2I last year to the Fun Satva Resorts Dwarka and the Fun Akota Vadodara. I would request Mr. Marfatia to give a small brief on to everyone on Fun, its sub-brand, and how Fun as a chain is different from others and became the largest, India's fastest growing hotel chain in the country. So over to you, Mr. Marfatia.
Thank you, Mohit, and good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. So Concept Hospitality is a hotel management company, and we are celebrating our 10th year of operation this year. We started in 2009 with just 3 hotels, and 10 years later, we are now 80 hotels in 63 locations with over 4,500 rooms. Next month. So we have three basic brands with us: the Fern, the Zinc, and the Beacon. I'll show you the details of each. So the Fern Hotels is our main brand that we started 10 years ago. This is an environmental brand. We are the leading environmentally sensitive hotels. So all our hotels are geared towards the environment. And within the Fern, we have two sub-brands, the Fern and the Fern Residency. The Fern hotels are our upscale hotels. So they're all 5-star level hotels. We have 18 of these hotels. Some of them are business hotels and some of them are resorts. The Fern Residency is our mid-scale environmental brand, but offering all full services. We have 39 of these hotels. Again, some are business hotels and some of them are resorts. The next brand that we have is our economy full services brand. This is called Beacon Hotels. These are smart, efficient economy hotels which offer all services. So all the essential services for a comfortable stay are here, and we have about 15 of these. A new brand that we are launching this year, we were supposed to launch it earlier this year, but because of lockdown, it's now delayed to July, is the Zinc Hotels. Now, while Fern Hotels are environmentally sensitive hotels, Zinc Hotels is a lifestyle brand. So it's young, it's yuppie, it's very, very millennial. And maybe there are 3 sub-brands. The Zinc is an upscale lifestyle brand in business hotels. So business hotels, which are in the upscale category, lifestyle category, will be the Zinc. Those experiential upscale lifestyle brands that will be in the resort category, in resort locations, will be known as the Zinc Journey. And we will also have a category of lifestyle hotels that will be like service apartment type hotels for both short and long stays. This will be the Zinc Living. So these hotels will be launching later this year. Now, as Mohit was telling you, why are we different, or what is so different about us from other hotel chains? So when we started itself, we had decided that we are going to be India's leading environmentally sensitive, eco-sensitive hotels. And our eco mission, ever since day one, and it continues through all our operations, is basically reduce, reuse, and recycle. So in every operation that we have, front office, kitchen, back of the house, what can we reuse, what can we recycle, and what can we reduce? So what sets us different is that we have a premium standard of amenities and services, but with a passion for the environment. So everything that we do is to reduce carbon footprint, to reduce waste materials. So if you look at our features, all our toiletries that we use are all eco-friendly, biodegradable. We do a lot of CRS activities, community programs. At the end of the presentation, we have a video that we will play for you of what big pan-India CRS activity we have launched this year. We have the Green Cover loyalty program, where guests who use us regularly contribute towards the environment, because we then plant trees in their names. We've tied up with an NGO and we plant a tree in their name. So they are also contributing. In all our hotels, you will find LED lighting to reduce the consumption and carbon footprints. We do a lot of green time activities where each of our hotels will do specific green activities on specific days to reduce energy conservation. All our air conditioning are energy efficient. In all our The Fern hotels, we have a concept of green button. So what is green button? This is a very interesting concept that we started, where if you see, what happens is that the guest is out the whole day. He or she comes back in the evening feeling very hot from outside. So they put on the AC in the room at an 18 degrees or a 20-degree temperature to cool the room. And then they go to sleep after dinner, and the whole night, the AC is on this 18 degrees or 20 degrees. Now, 18 degrees, 20 degrees is not really required for comfortable sleeping. So if the guest presses the green button on the bedside console, automatically over the next 2 to 4 hours, the temperature falls by 2 degrees. So you are conserving energy, you are conserving, helping the eco conservation, and yet you are not feeling discomfortable in your rooms. Again, as an eco commitment, we discourage cut flowers and large flower displays in all our hotels. Instead, we do all flower arrangements using potted plants. And that is why our logo also is the fern. We try to eliminate plastic as far as possible. In some areas, we are still, all hotels are still using plastic, for example, your mineral water bottles. But our hotels have now also started going the glass bottle way. So in a lot of our hotels, we've introduced our own water bottling purification plants, and we will not be using plastic as far as possible. We do a lot of tree plantation activities and rainwater harvesting in all our hotels, where the wastewater of all our hotels is harvested. In all our hotels and in all our guest rooms, we do garbage segregation. So if you go to a The Fern Hotel, you will find our waste paper baskets in the room is not one waste paper basket. It has compartments. There's compartment for dry waste. There's compartments for wet waste. There are compartments for biodegradable paper, etc. So we are encouraging garbage segregation from the point of the guest room itself, not from the back of the house. And of course, all our hotels have sewage treatment plants that help the economy. So coming to our brand overview, Concept Hospitality has, as I said, 3 major brands: the Fern, the Zinc, and the Beacon. We have a total of 80 hotels in 63 locations, of which 74 hotels are in India, 2 are in Nepal, and 4 hotels are in Seychelles. We are also the fastest growing hotel chain in India. So if you see our map, we are spread all over India with a major concentration right now in the West, but we are growing in other areas also. We are also the fastest growing hotel chain in India, with 17 hotels we opened last year, and 18 hotels are scheduled to open this year. 3 have already opened. Another 7 to 10 will open by July, depending on the lockdown, and the rest will open at the end of the year. So our main tagline is that we are actually everywhere. We are in metro cities, we have resort locations, we are in hills of North India, we have hotels on the beaches, we have jungle safaris, and we are in India's major temple towns. So we're very proud to say that the Fern Hotels is India's fastest growing hotel chain, and no one really covers India like we do. Now Mohit and Kevin will take over and show you our regional hotels, region-wise.
Thank you, Naushi sir. एक बहुत ही मशहूर गजल है जगजीत सिंह जी की, आप सबने सुनी होगी, शाम से आंख में नमी सी है, उसी के कुछ बोल हैं, वक्त रुकता नहीं कहीं टिक कर, इसकी आदत भी आदमी सी है. Meaning of these words are, time and human don't stop. We can't stay at one place tick kar. We will surely travel and no one can stop us. At the Fern Hotels, our outlook for the near future is very optimistic, and we feel that our guests will soon be traveling again as and when the lockdown opens up. I always love the words "aas-paas travel," which I heard from Mr. Khanna in many webinars, which will be the reality once lockdown opens up. People will surely begin with visiting close by places. We have a lot of asks that people will start traveling pass, for which we are designing Fern self-drive holiday packages covering places that are close to our main cities. In fact, we also seek advice from all you partners who can suggest us different experiences or add-ons which we can add in our self-drive holiday packages, something that offer value for money to our guests. You can share your suggestions on my number, which we will share with you soon. And we will be happy to give the best 3 suggestions, 2 night, 3 days holiday vouchers to experience our 3 hotels, the Fern Kadamba Goa, the Fern Jaipur, and the Fern Surya Resort Dharampur Kasoli Hills. So we will be sharing the name of those who got the vouchers with AD2I and with the winners directly as well. And we will share with you my number so that you can share your suggestions. So travel is life. Taking you ahead is a quick recap of all our hotels starting from North India. So the Aspas destinations close to Delhi, we have Agra, Chandigarh, Dharampur, Bhimtal, Manali, Savai Madhopur, and Amritsar. So we have one hotel in Kapaseda by the name of Blue Bond Beacon Hotel in New Delhi. We have our Nirman Vihar close to Preet Vihar metro station. We are opening up a hotel in Noida by the name of Fern Residency. 1 kilometer from the Taj Mahal is the Howard Plaza, the Fern Agra. Most of you have already used this hotel. Then on the Mall Road of Amritsar, we have the Fern Residency. 200 meters from the Golden Temple is the Surya Beacon Hotel, Amritsar. Then on the famous Tribune Chowk, we have the Fern Residency, Chandigarh. And offering the scenic view of Kasauli Hills, we have the Fern Surya Resort, Dharampur. And a peaceful area of Bhimtal offers you the Fern Hillside Resort. Manali, we are way not too off on from the Mall Road, where the Fern Residency resides. Then from the Jaipur, we have some Aspas destinations as well. We can go to Delhi, Savai Madhopur, Ajmer, Jodhpur, Udaipur. Jaipur, we have the hotel, the Fern on the Tonk Road, which again, most of you have already used it. The most attractive hotel of the city in Jaipur is the Fern Residency. And one of our oldest hotel, Wall Street, is on the Panchpatti Chowk in Jaipur as well in the city. Savai Madhopur is the nearest hotel to the main gate of the land of tigers. Ajmer, we are less than 1 kilometer from the main Ajmer Sharif Dargah. Jodhpur, we have 2 hotels in the city center. Udaipur, again, we are very centrally located, all from the main attractions. So from here, I will then other North Indian hotels. We have Bhopal, 2 hotels in Bhopal, the city of Nawabs. We are in the city, center city. Then in the city of Buddha, we are in Sarnath, away from the hustle tussle of the main city of Varanasi. Now I will request Kevin to just take quickly towards Gujarat and Maharashtra.
Yeah. Thank you, Mohit. Thank you, Aditio members, for giving us an opportunity to connect with you all. As you can see the Gujarat map, there's a famous saying, "Aao kuch din to guzaro Gujarat mein." So if you see the main page of ours, our reach spread across all regions of Gujarat, central Gujarat to Saurashtra to Kutch, with a total of 19 hotels in 16 locations. I will take you to our self-drive holidays from Ahmedabad and Rajkot, as you can see on your screen. You can go to Polo Forest, you can go to Madhopur, you can go to Vadodara, you can go to Somnath, Sasangir and Dwarka. The first hotel of our is the Ahmedabad. We have been awarded the Times Food Award for our Dravida restaurant, which serves South Indian cuisine for the last 3 to 4 consecutive years. Next hotel we have is Polo Forest, the Fern Satwa Resort, our newest forest destination. 2 hours drive from Ahmedabad and Udaipur. The resort is surrounded by lush forest and with archaeological important ruined temples of Shiva, Surya Mandir, Jain temples, and the ancient Puro Nagari. The next hotel we have is Vadodara. We have 2 hotels in Vadodara. We have Dafan Akota and Dafan Residency. Both are hotels here serves as the entry point for the Statue of Unity. Then we have Kevadia, the Fern Sardar Sarovar Resort. The property will be opening around August 2020 and will be the closest resort to the Statue of Unity. Great location for MICE and wedding destination. At Rajkot, we have again 2 hotels in Rajkot. We have Dafan Residency of ours and we have Beacon Hotels. Both the hotels here are in the city center and at the start of our self-drive holiday in this region. The next we have is Madhopur, the Fern Leo Beach Resort. Madhopur Beach is in Junagadh. The hotel is right on the beach and it is on the way towards Somnath and Dwarka. The next hotel we have is Somnath, the Fern Residency. It is just 3 kilometers away from the Somnath temple. Then we have Sasangir, the Fern Gir Forest Resort. This property has been rated #1 by TripAdvisor for almost 5 years now. Just 1 kilometer away from the main gate of the Ancient Lion Safaris. The next hotel of ours is Dwarka, the Fern Satwa Resort. Dwarka is 2 hours drive either from Porbandar or Jamnagar Airport. The property is best in town for famous Sri Dwarkadish temple, that is Lord Krishna. Dwarka so far has been one of the just one night destination so far. The only association with temple darshan. To add in the unique experience from our travel trade partners, we are also offer scuba diving, boat cruises, trip activities in addition to the temple darshan and to make this destination 2 to 3 night stay. In Anjar, Kutch, the Fern Royal Farm Resort, this property will be opening in the month of July 2020. It will be at a drivable distance from Rajkot and Mundra and Bhuj. It's going to be one of our biggest wedding destination in this area. Then we have
7
Bhavnagar.
बजे कर लो, 7 बजे कर लो.
Yeah, sorry.
Khanna ji, sorry, boss. Sorry, Kevin. Khanna ji, can you mute your microphone, sir?
He muted.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so on the screen you see we have Bhavnagar the Fern. This property is close to our Victoria Park. The property can cater to a larger wedding and social gathering as it has a beautiful, as you can see, 50,000 square feet lawn and as one of the finest lifestyle club with all international facilities. Also an in-house 80-seater mini theater in this hotel. Okay, then I'll take you to the western region. Yeah. The Burj Hotel of ours is the Fern Residency, which is at the MIDC lane. Then we have Jamnagar. This hotel is going to open in August 2020. Then we have Anaya Beacon, which is at the main city center of ours in Jamnagar. Morbi, the Fern Residency. This is at the main MIDC area. Then we have Mundra. This is closer to the Adani port of Mundra. Surat Central Beacon, this hotel of ours is very close to the Surat bus stop as well as to the railway station. Yeah, I'll take you towards the Western India. In Western India, we have Mumbai 7 hotels and 6 locations. Then we would have Goa in 4 hotels and 4 locations. Then we have Maharashtra 12 hotels and 9 locations, which takes up to 23 hotels in the Western region. As you can see, Fern Drive holiday are available from both location of ours, that is Mumbai and Pune. You can travel to Dapoli, which is a mini version, I call it, of Goa. Then you can go to Alibag, you can go to Lonavala. Yeah. The first hotel of ours in Mumbai is Melua the Fern, is one of our Green LEED certified hotel in Mumbai. And this hotel I had pre-opened 10 years ago. We have received numerous awards for being the best, environment-friendly hotel in Mumbai, and it's located in the heart of Hiranandani Garden, as you can see in the photograph. Adjacent to that is also another hotel, beautiful hotel, that is Rodas. It is again adjacent to Melua the Fern itself in Powai. Mumbai, we have the Fern Goregaon, which is close to the Bombay Exhibition Center. The next hotel is the Fern Residency Chembur. Adjoining this hotel is our famous lifestyle club known as Acres Club. The hotel has a great connectivity from Eastern Freeway that connects from South Mumbai to Chembur, and the new Chembur BKC flyover, which makes the BKC hub only in 5 minutes away. The next hotel of ours is Mumbai T2 Beacon, which is closer to the T2 airport. Then this is our new hotel which is going to come up, Advita Resort Residency Beacon, opening in July 2020 at Grant Road. Navi Mumbai, we have Keshta Beacon, Vashi, close to the main city center in Navi Mumbai. We take you to Pune. Pune Pimpri Chidwar, the Fern, we have Pune Amanora the Fern. It has the most premium Amanora club and the hotel facility. The hotel is very well connected to the important business and entertainment hubs. The next hotel of ours is the Fern Residency MIDC, located at MIDC Pune. Then this is our new hotel which we are taking over, iSuite Beacon Hotel. The hotel will be opening its door in the month of June 2020. Then we have Alibag. Alibag, the Fern Sylvanus Resort is drivable from Mumbai. You can also experience from the Gateway of India a ferry or a catamaran ride from Mumbai to Alibag via Mandwa. The property is spread over 5 acres with beautiful cottages. The next hotel of ours is in Lonavala, The Fern, and we have actually 2 hotels here. We have The Fern and we have Viola Beacon. Both are drivable distance from Mumbai and Pune, close to the second exit of Lonavala, well connected from all the market areas. This is one of our beautiful hotels known as Dapoli, The Fern Samali Resort. This is 8 hours drive from Mumbai and 5 hours drive from Pune. As I said, this hotel is it's like a mini version of Goa from Mumbai, because you can experience all water sports activities. You can catch of fishes and the nearest beach of Ladgar Beach and Mundra Beach, which is close by. Then we have Satara, The Fern Residency. The hotel is close to the Flower Valley and Toshegarh waterfall, Sajjangarh, with an easy access to major sightseeing attraction around Satara. And I'll take you to Goa, the Fern Kadamba. It's located in the heritage center of Goa, close to Panjim City and Old Goa Church, ideally for MICE and wedding and larger events. The next hotel we have Goa in Verna, the Fern Kesarwal Hotel and Spa. It's located 10 minutes away from Dabolim Airport. It has a beautiful lawn known as Kesarwal Garden, which takes up to 1,000 packs as gathering. Then we have Goa Anjuna, the Fern Spazio Resort, located in the heart of one of the most Goa happening tourist attraction, that is Anjuna Beach. The hotel has received positive comments on authentic Goan, serving Goan cuisine food. And a good piece of news for our industry, we have already started receiving inquiries from our domestic FIT from July and Russian charter business from end of November for this hotel. Then the next hotel we have is Miramar, the Fern Residency. This property is close to Miramar Beach. I'll take you to South India. Sorry, Aurangabad. Aurangabad Hotel is at the main junction of ours. It's in the main city center. Then we have Karat. This is on the way, on the old Goa highway road. It's connecting towards Satara on the same belt. Then we have Kolhapur, the Fern of ours. Again, this is a beautiful hotel of ours. Parvini, it's in Maharashtra. Again, this is in the two-tier city, the Fern Residency of ours. I'll take to South India. In South India, we have 7 hotels in 6 locations. The Fern, self-drive holiday available from Bangalore, as you can see. You can travel. Bangalore, we have Yashwantpur, the Fern Residency of ours, which is in the main city center. Then we have in Bangalore a new upcoming brand known as The Zinc, which will be opening up in July 2020. Then we have Belgavi, UK 27, The Fern at the main Belgavi. And we have Shimoga, known as Harsha, The Fern, and Vijaypura, The Fern Residency of ours. Both Shimoga and Vijaypura have a beautiful temple and ancient ruins. I would like to hand over the presentation to my colleague Mohit to give you on the eastern part.
Yeah, thank you. We also have Mansarovar, the Fern, Hyderabad in south, and Udupi, which is Samanvay Boutique luxury hotel there. Coming to eastern region, we have 3 hotels. One in Calcutta, which is an airport hotel. Then 46 kilometers is a beautiful resort, and Asansol. This is the Fern Residency Calcutta, which is an airport hotel. 46 kilometers, a beautiful resort which can be used for MICE. Ibiza, the Fern Resorts and Spa. And then we have a small hotel, Fern Residency, 42 rooms in Asansol. Going international, we have 2 hotels in Nepal, which is the Fern Residency Bharatpur and the Fern Residency Kathmandu. Plus, we have 4 resorts in Seychelles, plus few guest houses in all 3 islands of Seychelles, which is Mahé, Praslin, and Ladakh. So these we have quickly told you about our hotels. I hope you will recall few after a few days. Taking it forward, in Gita, Shri Krishna said, "Karm karo, phal ki ichha mat karo." So Fern Hotels and Resorts are ready to do our karam with the Fern Hotels new normal without much ichha. Though we know we will get the phal soon from our partner.
That is a good one.
Very good.
I would
अब तो लगता है मोहित वाकई मोक्ष की तरफ जाना.
Nice, Mohit.
Very good.
Go
God bless
Khannaji,
you.
Mohit
Very
is
good.
taking after you.
Yeah.
Good.
Go on.
I would request Nausisha to share the actual thing of how the Fern will be in the new normal with everyone and release our new normal video.
Thank you, Mohit. Thanks, Kevin. So everyone has been talking about this. We showed you our hotels, and now when we reopen the hotels, what are we doing? So we have put certain SOPs, certain hygiene measures into place, and we have developed a video film, which we didn't release till today because we thought we'll use the ADTY platform to officially release the video today. So I'll quickly take you through these, and then you can see the video for yourself, what all we're doing when we reopen all our hotels. So our hotels will reopen in a phased manner, depending on the government notifications of which states will be allowed to open by when flights come in, when trains come in. So depending on the requirements of guests for hotel accommodations, we'll open different cities at different times. But for all our hotels, whenever we open our hotels, what we've done is during this 2 months of lockdown, our teams that have been there online, as well as those who have gone home through Zoom calls, etc., have gone in for stringent training measures on all the sanitization aspects that we are putting into place once the hotels reopen. So all our teams will be doing heightened hygiene and sanitization efforts in the hotel. Everyone will be wearing protective gears. Masks, disposable gloves will be given to everyone. There will be regular medical checkups each time someone comes and leaves from a shift. And all the goods and raw materials that will be received at the hotel will be following a strict sanitization and disinfecting structure, which is prescribed by the government before they're taken into our stores. In terms of pre-arrival, like most other hotels, we are also going in for e-reservations. So we have started online e-registration options before arrival. Guests will be asked to send us their scanned ID proofs before check-in, and we will take online payments as far as possible. So guests will share a digital copy of their valid photo ID, and they'll carry a e-version of the reservation confirmation, so that they don't need to come and sign at the check-in desk. They don't need to come to reception and waste time, documentations, etc. They just show us this and they go to their room. In terms of guest transportation, all our hotel cars will be sanitized every time before and after each use. Our chauffeurs all have been given protective gear. A maximum of 2 guests will be allowed in a car. If there is a family traveling, then we will allow a child as well. And all paper, newspaper, magazines in the cars are all discontinued. We are starting e-newspapers on request. In terms of the guest arrival, precautionary measures include checking prior travel history and regular temperature checks during the stay. So as soon as the guest arrives, there will be a non-invasive temperature check, and then every day there will be checks taking place. Guests with high temperatures will be assisted to local doctors or hospitals with which we have tie-ups. There will be no physical contact greetings or handshakes. Our Indian Namaste will now be the norm in all our hotels. All guests will be required to wear masks at all times when they're in the public areas. So in their rooms, of course, they don't need to wear it, but in public areas, they will have to wear masks. All guest luggage will be disinfected prior to scanning at the entrance, and self-drive cars will not have valet service. The guests will be given an area where they can park their own cars. So everywhere we do minimal guest contact between staff and guests. In our receptions, all our receptions now have lobby flooring demarcation so that there's social distancing whilst waiting for reception. As I mentioned, there'll be contactless check-in options. All the guest touch points in public areas, doors, handles, glassware, etc. will all be continuously cleaned. We have Diversey as one of our leading sanitizer and disinfector companies, so we use their products. Hand sanitizers will be available everywhere. Guests can opt for not being physically escorted to the room by one of our GREs. Instead, we can have an electronic hotel orientation, and they will receive e-newspapers on email or WhatsApp. No physical newspapers will be given. And whatever changes are happening, there will be lobby posters, e-welcome letters, e-brochures, etc. will be given to them. In our guest elevators, we will allow a maximum of 3 guests, and we have markers on the flooring for social distancing. And all the elevator flooring, indicator panels and all will be sanitized every couple of minutes. Swimming pools, gyms and spas will all remain closed and will open only once the local authorities give the go-ahead. Yeah, Mohit.
Mohit, next. Mohit?
Mohit, can you listen? There, Mohit? Mohit is there. Might be.
Okay. Let me call him.
Kevin, if you can take it further.
I cannot present.
One second.
Oh, okay. He's handling it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chetan, if you can give me screen control, I'll take it.
Yeah.
One moment. You have got it. You have got the screen control. Yes.
Okay.
No, it says.
So you're playing it?
No, I can't. I can't open.
No, but this has to be on your system.
No, it's showing for me also. You cannot access.
It's on Mohit's screen.
So unless Mohit logs out from there. 1 minute.
All right. By the time
Okay, so I'll tell you. This is as far as the guests. Now, in the guest rooms also, we are doing very extensive sanitizing. So all guest touch points in the rooms, the linen, etc., will all be sanitized before the guest arrives. Rooms will be kept vacant between two guests for a mandatory cooling period. And housekeeping services, linen service, turn down service will not be done every day. It will be on request. Guest linen will be given contactless. So the guest will place their linen in a bag outside on the room door. It will be collected by us. It will be returned by us on the room door. So our housekeeping staff will not come into the room. As far as the restaurants are concerned, our restaurants also, the configuration of our dining tables and chairs and all is being changed to keep social distancing in mind. So there will be social distancing for all tables and chairs. And again, stringent measures of cooking, etc. will be maintained. Buffets are going to be discontinued for now. So there'll be more a la carte options, more ready-to-eat options, limited in-room dining menus from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. only. And in the terms of the kitchen, also, all the food and vegetables that are coming into the kitchen will be sanitized before it's being used. All our food handlers will be equipped with protective gear. All food served in the restaurant will be having enhanced washing and hygiene standards. So we will be not serving raw items or lesser cooked items as far as possible. We'll have optimum temperature cooking so that all the heat is there and the quality and safety is maintained. And initially, as I said, there will be no buffets. Things will be pre-plated and a la carte menu options will be offered.
I hope you can see the screen now.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Next one. In terms of banquet and meeting spaces, so our banquets and lawns will be reopened again only as directed by local authorities. All guests attending banquet functions or meetings will be given non-invasive temperature checks at entry and only then they'll be allowed in. Banquet setup arrangements, keeping social distancing norms between tables and number of guests, and all banquet surfaces and work areas will be regularly disinfected. Again, similar to check-in, at the time of checkout also, there will be demarcations on the lobby flooring for social distancing. Guests will be given contactless checkout options prior to the departure. So for morning departures in the night, for evening departures in the day, they'll be given their bills in advance and give various options for online payment. Physical bill copies will be printed out only if requested. So some companies required for audit purposes will print it out, but otherwise we'll encourage online payments. And one important thing to note is that all these safety measures that we have mentioned over here are obviously going to be continuously evolving as the situation changes. So this is how we are going to start our hotel operations, hopefully from 1st of June, first week of June, as the government opens up hotels. But then as we go into the weeks and the months of June, July, August, September, October, as the situation or as the government mandatories change, we will adapt these what we call new normals to the evolving situation. Okay, so Mohit, if you give me control of the screen.
Yes, sir, I've given.
Yeah. So I will just play for you all the video that we have developed and which we want to launch today over here on StayGene, which is how Fern Hotels are combining hygiene with the stay for guest safety.
Yeah, that is very important, sir. Even a lot of members asking for this. That is important.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
this is how we are going to be starting operations of our hotels when we reopen, what we're calling our new normal. As I mentioned to you all earlier, Fern Hotels and Resorts are India's leading environmentally sensitive hotel chain. So all our hotels do CRS activities geared towards the environment. But last year we were deciding that we want to do something on a more pan-India footing where we can really make a contribution. And so last year we decided that we will tie up with Abid Surti and the Drop Dead Foundation to see if we can conserve water all across India. And we have started this for the last 5-6 months. Obviously, we had to stop it for these 3 months of lockdown. But as soon as lockdown ends, we will continue. So I want to show you what we are doing in terms of CRS to make Fern Hotels different from other hotels. Just give me a minute.
कोई आपके दरवाजे की घंटी बजाता है तो डरना मत, वो प्लम्बर को लेकर आपके घर का नल मुफ्त में ठीक करने के लिए आया है। 1 सेकंड में 1 बूंद जाया होती है तो 1 महीने में 1000 लीटर पानी गटर में बह जाता है। बचपन में मैंने पानी की एक बकेट के लिए लड़ाइयां देखी। फुटपाथ पर जो कतार लगती थी, उस कतार में मेरी अम्मी 4 बजे से खड़ी हो जाती थी। बचपन पीछे छूट गए, लेकिन ये बातें मेरे साथ साथ चली। जब मैं किसी दोस्त के घर जाता था और देखता था कि पानी का नल लीक हो रहा है, तो मैं दोस्तों से रिक्वेस्ट करता था कि भैया इसको ठीक करवा लो, लेकिन न किसी के पास वक्त था, न किसी को दिलचस्पी थी। तो मैं एक प्लम्बर को लेकर सारे दोस्तों के घर गया और सबके नल ठीक कर दिए। तो मुझे लगा कि ये तो बहुत बढ़िया काम है, क्योंकि मुझे इससे बहुत संतोष मिलता है एंड आई मस्ट कंटिन्यू इट। ये ही ड्रॉप डेड फाउंडेशन की नींव, इसे आप कह सकते हैं। बाथरूम, टॉयलेट, संडास, किचन सारे नल ठीक है। घर घर जाकर नल सही करने की हमारी इस मुहिम में अब मैं अकेला नहीं, फन ग्रुप ऑफ होटल्स भी जुड़े हुए हैं।
Abid and the Fern Resorts and Hotels have got one thing in common, that we really want to save environment for a better future. The Fern feels privileged to join hands with them and take it forward.
अब बारी हैदराबाद शहर की है। हम हमारी बूंद बूंद बचाने की मुहिम जारी रखेंगे।
Knowing Surtiji as a great green warrior, our CEO Mr. Suhail Kanampally saw this opportunity of associating with him to save as much water as possible. So in association with National Geographic India and Surtiji, we want to reach out to places in India wherever the Fern is present.
अब तक हमने मुंबई, हैदराबाद, रणथंबोर और जयपुर, इन जगहों पर इसकी नींव डाल दी है और हम धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ रहे हैं सारे हिंदुस्तान को कवर करने के लिए। मैं चाहता हूं कि घर घर जाकर लोगों के नल ठीक करने की मेरी ये मुहिम ताउम्र मेरे साथ चलती रहे, और ये भी आशा करता हूं कि आने वाले दिनों में किसी भी घर से एक बूंद भी पानी जाया न हो।
So this is what we have been doing and what we are going to be doing for the rest of the year. At every city where there is a Fern Hotel, Their housekeeping department, their engineering department, plumbers will go to all the houses in the mohallas around them and change leaking taps for free so that we can save water. So this is one of the environmentally conservation schemes that we have started for all India.
Quickly,
Mohit, I give you back now.
Quickly, I will just show you two properties. 30 seconds, Mr. Khanna Siraf. Only 30 seconds.
Please go on.
Okay.
This is our hotel in Goa. These are two hotels which we added last year.
Mohit is not
Mohit,
on
the
the
screen
screen.
is not coming.
Yeah. Oh, Mohit is not on the screen.
You are not able to see it?
No.
No.
One second. I thought you see. 1 second.
Yeah, now it's come.
Yeah, now it's come.
It's come?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last one which we recently added was Ranthambore last year. I hope you can see the screen.
No. No, Mohit.
No, Mohit, it cannot come.
You stop share and then restart.
Yeah.
Yes, that's okay.
No, it's merged. This is still Anjuna.
Yeah.
Now it is coming?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, so to just quickly wind up, we are no one covers India like we do, and we have string of pearls, we have beach holidays, we have North Indian hills, we have temple towns, we have jungle safaris, we have conference meeting events, we have wedding hotels, and we have pet friendly hotels as well. I couldn't share the entire thing, so I just typed it out. So we are looking for suggestions from the partners, anything that can provide a different experience or can add on in our self-drive holiday packages which we are making. So this is my number 9582668262. I repeat 9582668262. And whosoever gives the best 3 suggestions, we will be giving them 2-night, 3 days vouchers for Goa, Jaipur, and Dharampur hotels. So please send us your thoughts, send us your suggestions, and we will try to incorporate it in our holiday packages. Thank you so much to you, Chetanji.
Wow, fantastic, Mohitji. It's a great presentation, and I hope members got a full first-hand knowledge about Fun Hotels. Beautiful properties, beautiful locations, and beautiful hotels. Congratulations to the Fun management. If we all are ready, can we take the question answers, or anyone has any ideas to share on before that? Or we can
I
jump
think,
to the question.
Chetan, we should take the question answers because
All right,
it's
take the question
moving
answers
forward.
then. We've got many questions
Yeah.
in this regard. To take it, the question answer. Give me a moment, please.
By the
Okay.
time you ask, see the questions, Naushad Saab, I have one thing. You have very rightly said that the breakfast buffet will not be there. It will be a la carte. But a la carte you will be serving in the restaurant or in the room?
So we'll be doing a mix of both depending on occupancy level. See, we have to be realistic, and the reality is that when the hotels open, occupancy is going to be very low.
Right.
It's going to take time. So at that time, we can definitely do a la carte breakfast in the restaurant with social distancing of tables. As occupancy goes up, we will then have restaurant setups maybe done in banquet halls and also offer room service.
Yeah,
And
You see, it has to play by ear, because if you are a 200-room hotel, you cannot serve 400 breakfasts through room service at any given time. So one will have to play and see how it goes.
And sir, it also depends a lot on the government also. Let us see what are the things we can open.
Yeah. See, the government is also changing.
On the guidelines of the government, no doubt about
it totally
norms and
depends on that, because even if you see with the airlines, initially they said we will open up airlines with middle seats vacant. Then they opened up airlines with middle seats used. Now again they're saying, so it will all have to be a watch and see. That's why I said every of these new SOPs, the new normal, will keep changing from day to day, week to week, as per the government.
Yeah, of course, this is as per time, as the time goes on.
Yeah.
Right. All right, to start with, what are the preparations in the hotels to handle COVID-19 situation? I think you have answered it very well through your verbal and the video presentation. So we have answered this question. Sir, a very valid question, sir. One of the member, Mr. Vikas Kumar, is asking, your billing accounts all India, you have one GST all India?
No, we don't. So see, we are a management company. So each hotel is a separate owned entity which we manage as a foreign brand. Okay. So every hotel has a different owning company and a different GST number.
And what about the hotels in Nepal and Seychelles? How are they going to bill us?
So Nepal and Seychelles, there is a RBI dominated issue in terms of the funds that you can remit from India to Nepal are ruled by the RBI. Yeah. In terms of Seychelles also, the money that you have to send has to be sent through the regular banking channels. But there is no question of GST.
Okay, but we can make the bookings in India.
That's right. You can make the bookings with Mohit or Kevin's offices.
Okay.
And we send you the confirmations from here, and you can remit the money directly to the hotels. Yeah. A limited number of money can be remitted through us in India, but again, there's a constraint, so therefore we don't take the money, because there is a limit how much we can remit also. We are equal to you. It's the same amount.
Sure. One of the members asked, how will the guest receive the e-newspaper? I think you mentioned about the e-newspapers.
Yeah, so like we're doing now, we will take the WhatsApp number, and on WhatsApp, we can send you an e-paper, or we can email you a link, whatever you prefer.
Okay. Chitranjan Kar is asking, hi Naushad, this is very good initiative and really congratulate you and the team. Very wonderful, and thanks to Switch for inviting this session. Thank you, Ji. It is just a compliment for you guys.
Thank you.
Particularly for MICE, will there be specific options, or the firm will be able to cater all the location hotels?
Yeah, so again, as I said, we are opening our hotels in a phased manner. So we will have to see the situation of a particular state. We will have to see the situation of guests that are being allowed into the state. So for example, if the Goa Chief Minister has said that Goa hotels is opening from Monday, from 1st of June, he'll open the hotels. But he's also said guests coming from Maharashtra and Gujarat have to spend 14 days quarantine or 7 days quarantine. So that means leisure guests cannot come. Okay. So then we may not open our hotels right now. So we'll have to see each situation, how it is, and decide.
Right.
And once a hotel opens, again, depending on what the local authorities say in terms of gatherings, we will either have banquets or not have banquets.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Nikita Upadhyay is asking, the presentation is very nice and impressive. I would like to ask whether you guys will offer 100% inventory after the lockdown or some number of rooms.
So again, it all depends on the demand supply situation. if there is a demand for 10 rooms, it would be very silly of me to open an 80-room hotel.
Right.
Because the cost will go crazy and then my rates will have to go up. So we will have to see the demand supply situation. But in all our hotels, once we open the hotel, we are geared to ramp up to 100% occupancy within 2 to 3 days max. So we may open in like some of the small hotel resorts. So for example, Ranthambore that Mohit showed you all the video of.
Yeah.
We have 26 rooms. We may only open 4 or 5 rooms in the first week.
As per demand.
Yeah, in Bombay, our hotels are already open as quarantine centers. So there the whole hotels are open. In Gujarat, our hotels that are quarantine centers, the whole hotel is open.
Right.
So all these hotels will take about 2-3 days to be sanitized, and then only we'll open it for FIT guests.
It's very heartening to see people from Kashmir, from Bhopal, Kerala, down south, and all over India. People are joining in. One of the question is, what is the security measures you're taking with your taxis attached to your hotels? Will you have an extra cautious in your kitchen? I think the video shows it all. How you gonna take care of your taxis, your transport, your kitchen?
So again, we have not taken any decision because it depends on the government. Now, for example, when the airports, the flights open, the government said you have to come in your own car or in an authorized car. So if they say the same thing for hotels, then the question of taxis will not arise. So we're just waiting to hear from the government before we formulate that strategy.
Akash Mahajan is asking, hi, for corporates, it's very difficult to manage different hotels for different requirements. Currently, we need to do a multiple registration for payments and billings. Request if you can provide a single billing windows for corporates. And yeah, and maybe for travel agents also, tour operators also, if it is possible.
So what we have an option is that there are some companies and all that make the payments centrally to Concept Hospitality, to us. And then we send it to the companies. But then the only issue is in terms of the GST, we have to clarify with finance how the GST will work. Whether we can take it on account of a hotel and then credit it to them.
Right.
So if you have 5 hotels, the 5 hotels will send you their bills with their own GST numbers. You can make a consolidated payment to us.
Okay, and then you can probably send it.
We will send it to the hotels, and the hotels will send you the receipts with their GST details, and they will book it in their GST account. That can be done.
Right. Sarita is asking, I would like to ask that how will hotel manage small meetings or gathering buffets? People have a lot of questions about buffet in the morning, and how will you serve the food?
Yeah, so right now there will definitely be no buffet. The Hotel Association has given us some guidelines that as and when you have to start buffets, so we will have buffets later on. Okay, it's not that we'll never have buffets, but the idea is that when we start the buffets, then the buffets will be manned by our team. So you as a guest won't be going and picking up a spoon and serving yourself. We will serve you. There will be a protective barrier.
On the table?
And no, you can even have a buffet. So like how you're having a check-in, we'll have to do social distancing at the buffet table also.
Okay.
So the buffet also will have maybe a large, long table of buffet will have only 5 people at a time. And you move from one dish to the other dish, and our servers will serve you so that you do not handle any of the spoons, tables, plates or saucers, anything. But that is a secondary phase. Initially, there will be no buffets.
Jasleen is asking, is all your hotels are pet friendly?
No. Our pet friendly hotels, we have right now 3 pet friendly hotels in Alibag, in Dharampur, and in Dapoli.
Okay. And are you going to allow triple or quad sharing in the rooms? Like keeping in view the social distancing, and if a family is traveling, probably children are traveling with them?
Exactly. So again, one has to be sensible about this. So whilst we as a hotel are not going to lay down any laws or norms, we have to see what the government says. So if the government, when opening the hotel, says only a maximum of 2 people can be in the room, then only 2 people in the room. If the government is silent about it, then it is on the onus of the guest. So we would tell our corporates maybe not to have 2 company executives share a room. But if a husband, wife, and a child and all are coming, like in our resorts, obviously, if you're going on a self-drive holiday and you're a family of 4, you can stay in a room because you're your same family.
Right. People are asking about the vouchers which Mohit has described. Like what going to be the vouchers like and how they can get it. So Mohit, if you can brief once again how the people can win the vouchers.
So I have just shared the entire message on the chat box.
Yeah.
Just send us your suggestions on a number, and the best 3 suggestions which we get, we will share the names and the voucher details with ADTOI and with them directly also, and we will send the vouchers from there.
So rest assured, friends, you will get your vouchers if if your suggestions are valid and Fun Hotel accept that. So you get your vouchers. Don't worry about this.
And given the current situation, it will be a flexible stay option, so we won't have a stringent validity.
That's a great
so
thing.
that you can come and experience whenever you want.
Yeah.
Obviously, don't come when we have a full house, or don't come in Diwali time.
Obviously, it depends on the hotel's discretion. Bikram Kumar Gupta is asking, it is nice to attend the webinar. My question is, how are you going to handle the guest luggage?
So all guest luggage is going to be sanitized at the entrance using our sanitization equipment and materials that we have for our hygiene of the guest touch points, the floors, the windows, etc. All guest luggage will be thoroughly cleaned from outside. Then it will go through the X-ray machine, and then it will be given to the guest to take up to the room.
Right. Sir, one of the members is asking, for the B2B partners, like for travel partners, how will it work? Like, will be getting login credentials on separate portals, or it will be the structure of module of B2B partner?
For what?
So for the hotels, booking of the hotels, like if I want to book a hotel in Kerala or somewhere else, and same client is moving to another hotel, so we have to make different bookings through Mohit or through Kevin.
So the best
option,
login
credentials.
Yeah, no. So we have certain big agent consolidators who have taken login IDs for our brand website. But for individual FIT bookings, the best thing is to contact your local Fern RSO sales office. So if you're in North India, please contact Mohit. If you're in the West India, you contact Kevin. If you're in the East or South, you again contact Mohit or Kevin respectively. Give us your itinerary. We will get the confirmations and send you like we were doing before.
And so coming back to the previous question, Mr. Bikram is asking, I mean, during checkout and checkout for the luggage thing, the bellboy will carry the luggage to the guest room.
Very good question. Yeah.
So has to carry it.
So see, we debated this a lot, and at the end of the day, we felt that at the end of the day, we are a hospitality industry. So we are hospitality industry. We are hotels. We are giving hospitality services. So we will have bellboys, but you have the option of taking your own bag, or if you're elderly or if your bag is heavy and you don't want to carry it, if you tell us that I want a bellboy to carry it, we will organize a bellboy to carry it for you. Obviously, we'll have gloves and masks and all, but the option is yours.
I'm doing a couple of questions. People have raised their hand and they want to ask something instead of sending it on the question and answer tab. So they have raised their hand. I'm taking them for a question thing.
Yeah.
I'm taking Mr. Subhadeep Basu. Subhadeep ji, if you can unmute yourself and speak, sir. Mr. Basu, can you listen to me? Yes, Mr. Basu, please go on.
I think it wrongly got unmuted actually.
Okay.
Okay.
So you don't have to ask anything, right?
No.
All right. I'm taking Mr. Bharat Goel. He has raised his hand if he wants to ask something.
Bharatji.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Noshi. Thanks a lot for this nice webinar.
Thank you.
Let's say usually in India, a family of 4 which is traveling to the hotel. I understand they can manage staying in 2 rooms, but what about the airport pickup and drop? Can a family of 4 be accommodated in a larger car like an Innova or similar, or will they have to hire 2 cars?
So again, this is what we've said. We have to be sensible about all these things, and we will play it by ear. So if the government or the local authorities mandate, like now, for example, in Maharashtra, there is a mandate that you can only have 1 driver and 2 people passengers in the back.
Yeah.
So then whether it's a family of 4 or 6 or 10, I can't give them more than 2 people in the Innova. But if the government has not mandated that, and if 2 company executives are traveling together, or a family is traveling together, and a family of 4 wants to travel together, we will definitely let them travel in an Innova, subject to the government not disallowing that.
Sure.
Yes, I'm sure this is as per government norms, sir. What government allows you to do that?
Yeah.
From our side, we are saying that we are putting SOPs into place, but we also understand that our guests are sensible individuals. No one is going to unnecessarily take pangas with their health. So it all depends on what the guest wants to do.
I have a follow-up question.
Haji.
Yes. What about the common facilities, recreational facilities at the properties? For example, let's say a swimming pool or a pool room or a
Yes.
game room, because kids
So again,
want to do that.
all swimming pools, gyms, recreational facilities are closed till the government allows us to open them.
I understand.
But at some of our hotels, we are looking to maybe have a half an hour or 40-minute yoga session on the television channel, if that is possible. Or having some activities by which you can have a webinar in your room and you can log in through a Zoom to have a yoga session or some exercise session. But our gyms and our swimming pools and our health clubs and our spas and our children's room and the games room are all closed till the government tells us we can open it.
So, sir, I have a suggestion to that extent. If we can, I don't know, if you can kind of engage the traveler who's traveling during these times, because somebody going out of a city to a particular property to stay maybe for a night or two with kids or maybe with family would be bored to death if they are not allowed to use the recreational facilities. So to that extent, if maybe some sort of entertainment can be organized for them for maybe even half an hour or 1 hour, at least they'll feel that, because number of guests are not going to be huge,
Yes.
immediately after this lockdown.
So Bharatji, that's what we have been discussing for our Fern self-drive holiday packages.
Yeah.
Where we are, so if the government says you can't open the swimming pool, then we can't open the swimming pool. If they say gyms and health clubs cannot open, then we won't open that. But in the package, we are going to do a lot of, so like now, for example, if you take a place like Kasauli,
Yeah.
if any of you have been to Kasauli, you will know that outside our restaurant, we have a huge patio which overlooks the hills and the toy train that goes down to Chandigarh and up to Shimla. So in the package, we will organize some sort of games activity or yoga session on that patio, depending on the number of people that are there. We will organize walks into the village. So again, if there are 4 or 5 guests, they can all go on a walk. If there are 10 guests, we will do it in 2 sessions so that there is social distancing happening.
Makes sense, yeah.
And we will take them on tours. We will take them down to the mandir, down to the toy train. So all that will be included in the packages so that there are some activities. So see, we understand basically what is it that after 2.5 months of lockdown, people want to go out.
Yeah.
Even if it's just going out to chill, they want to meet their friends or families.
Right.
So we will give them enough time and space to just do their own thing and yet have activities. If you want to keep yourself occupied, you can do this.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bharatji. And sir, just another question. Are you guys planning to increase your rates by any chance after reopening?
Do we look like idiots?
Because a lot of people have question like the hotels are closed for almost 2 months, and once they back on track, they will increase the rates.
Yeah. And if we increase our rates, who's going to book it? We'll only be shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
No, we leave it on you, Chetan.
I have, in all my webinars, I have maintained this, and even other hotel chains have said this. Rates is a function of demand supply.
Absolutely.
So none of our, no hotelier in India today is looking at more than 25 to 30% occupancy levels in the first month of opening, unless they're in a business location which has a huge business demand. So our rates also will be based on that. As it is, this is the summer season, it's the off season for most locations. The high peak summer season of Goa, of the hill hotels is already gone. So our rates will be very, very rational. We are basically right now, at least as far as the Fern is concerned, we are looking to have rates that will cover our costs. We have high electricity costs, which the government has still not given us at industry rates. So we are paying high commercial rates. And we have salary costs. We have not tried to retrench any of our staff. We are not cutting salaries. We are just looking at deferments as far as possible. So we want to have a revenue that will allow us to meet the operating costs of the hotel. If the operating costs of the hotel and the interest costs are met, that is more than enough for the first 3-4 months. Then as occupancy picks up, obviously we will go back to our old normal rates. Yeah.
I have a question, Naushad Saab here, that exactly you said that you have a lot of consolidators here also, to whom you must have given the very competitive rates as per the, the other people, if I as a tour operator, simple tour operator, call you, or to the Mohit office, to the event office, are these rates are the same as what we have given to the consolidators? Because if I give it to the Mohit, any booking, FIT booking, and what do you suggest? Should I go to the consolidator,
so I will
or should I book through your office?
Yeah. So see, we have a very in fact, we are one hotel company chain where more than 50% of our business on a chain-wide basis comes through the travel agent, through the leisure market. So our ties with the leisure trade, whether it's domestic leisure or inbound leisure or charter business for Goa, is very, very strong. And we've always had very independent relationships with everyone. So as far as our pricing is concerned, we have a very simple policy. All our hotels, the bar rates that a hotel has will generally be a minimum of 300 to 500 rupees higher than the general market travel agent rate that we are giving. Okay, this is for our hotels that are in the 3,000 to 5,000 rupee price range. At hotels with higher price range, the difference will be higher, so that the travel agent is always protected. Now, our hotel front office managers and general managers are empowered 3 days before arrival. So on D-3, depending on the occupancy, they can play with the bar rate. Because obviously if they have empty rooms, I can't expect them to stick to that. But we also have an SOP for our travel agent partners to keep them protected, that anytime you find a rate of any Fern or Beacon hotel on our brand website, if you find our bar rate is lower than your contracted rate, you don't even have to call and check with Mohit or Kevin or me or anyone. You can automatically take a 10% lower than that and make a booking as per that. You only need to send us a screenshot of our website with the rate for our audit purposes. So you will always be protected. Now coming to
Secondly, in between, I want to add also, a lot of our agents, they complain also that we are not IATA agent. So whatever you do through the GDS sometimes, and if they are not IATA, they don't get any commissions. So in that case, what they should do? Are you really giving the 10% to them? Because if I book through the GDS, if I am IATA, I automatically get through the the fund agency, the commission automatically comes to me. But if you are not IATA, you will not get the commission.
No,
in that context,
this is something that is not in our control. This is through the channel manager. So if you are not an IATA, then you shouldn't book on the GDS. Then you book directly with us, or you book through a consolidator agent or through an IATA agent. Because I have no control on the commission payments.
But are you thinking to work with the AD2I? Being I'm thankful to you because your full team is here today. Not full team, I mean you the people, those who are doing all the marketing. But anything you have thought about that we should work, being domestic tourism is the face of the country in today's size. Today itself, I met our tourism minister in the morning, and he also said that maybe they are going to declare domestic tourism here this time, because domestic tourism is the face of the country now at the moment for another maybe 5-6 months. So we being the domestic tour operators all over India, pan-India, like Chetan said that we have 11 chapters, 900 members also. So are you thinking to work with us so that, it becomes a consortium kind of a thing? If I sell 10 nights and Chetan sell 5 nights, being AD2I number, if they give you the AD2I number, the membership number, it comes to almost 1,000, 2,000 nights. Definitely, there's no doubt about that. So are you thinking to give some kind of special pricing for the AD2I members?
So we haven't finalized anything, but definitely we want to work, because see, everyone knows domestic tourism is going to be the leader, at least for the next 6 months. And for us, if we can get to these domestic agents through the nodal organization like AD2I, then it makes life for us also much easier. So if you have anything, we are with you. So whatever
we have a proposal about it. I will share with you or with Mohit, and he can probably take it with you. And yes, we have certain points which we have taken it out, and I will discuss about you on this stuff. So it will be for all AD2I members pan-India basis. Sorry.
And Kanaji, Chetanji, I would also like to tell you that since our spread is all across all domestic region in 2-tier, 3-tier city, I'm sure all our domestic tour operators would like to venture those areas where people have never traveled before. Like, if you see in our presentation, we have Parbani, we have Alibag, those all destinations. I'm sure with Khanna Sahab and your vigilance, people will look at those experience selling which we want to sell in future.
No, also to update you and to all our members who are present here today, we are in process of launching an AD2I card, AD2I membership card. So we have certain guidelines for this. Vishal is our member who is looking after hotel committee. I'll ask Vishal to contact with you, Mohit, and probably if you can take it forward and for the benefit of hotels and for our members as well. I am taking the next caller, Mr. Ripu Daman Singh. Mr. Singh, if you can listen to me and unmute yourself, sir.
Chetan, can I leave? I have another meeting.
अच्छा ठीक है सर, just 5 मिनट में खत्म कर रहे हैं. If you can spare 5 minutes.
हाँ चलो, please. If you
yes, Mr. Singh.
Sorry, I have.
No worries, sir. No worries.
Credit to all of you. First of all, I would like to say thank you to all of you to making a part of this very good session. Yeah. Sir, my question is only related to actually all of you are very senior, and I just want to learn. My concern is only to be a part of a hotel. We started with the back area basically. So how are we going to process our KST part basically? That is one of the best and dangerous area basically in hotel. Like, are we allowed to do wiping and all? Are we allowed to use SS wares in tables? So my question is only related to that, and that's all from my end.
Thank you, Mr. Singh. Have you got it, Mohit?
No, I couldn't hear the question.
Yeah, the voice is
my
very
question.
close.
I'm sorry, sir. Maybe there is a network issue. My question is only, sir, कि जो हम KST back area का जो part होता है KST का basically, उस area से related था कि जो guest के लिए SS wares use करेंगे, cutlery, crockery या pulo wares use करेंगे, क्या हम उसे wipe करेंगे या हम उसे general process पे लेके चलेंगे, जैसे हम करते आए हैं.
So you mean utensils की बात कर रहे हैं?
ये सैनिटाइजेशन की बात कर रहे हैं.
सैनिटाइजेशन की जो जितने भी यूटेंसिल्स वगैरह यूज होते हैं, क्या उनको आप वाइप करेंगे या किस तरह से रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे?
जी, ये बात.
Are we allowed to use basically linens basically back of the house? Okay. Wipe the glass.
We got your point, Mr. Singh. So this is about utensils and linen.
Yeah. So again, there are norms being sent to all the hotels, not only for Fern. Every hotel company has got these norms. The tourism department has sent detailed document, department by department, area by area of what is allowed, what is not allowed. So all hotels will follow that.
Right. Sir, I'm so sorry. We have a little short of time. I'm taking just the last one question on this, Mr. Vikas Kumar.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Singh. Mr. Vikas, if you can listen, if you are listening, please unmute yourself, sir, and speak, sir. Mr. Vikas Kumar. Yes, Mr. Vikas, go on.
No, he is not.
No,
he's unmute.
Sorry, Mr. Vikas, I'm taking you off. I think we have taken most of the questions. The main questions were about sanitization, hotel procedure, which they have briefed very well. I would like to thank all of you, Mohit ji, Kevin ji, Naushad Saab, for taking out your time and give a fantastic presentation today to all our members. Hopefully the business will increase, and we are looking forward to a great business relationship between AD2I and Infern Hotels.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chetanji. Thank you.
Thank you to all of you and for a wonderful presentation, and hope to work with the AD2I and the Fern Hotels together so that we can really promote each other. And that's the only basic idea to do this. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Once everything lockdown is over, we look forward to all of you all coming to our hotels.
Oh, we will, sir.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Mohit, for organizing this.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Chetan.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thanks, Mohit. Thanks, sir.